From KETK, you're watching East Texas Live.
Welcome back to East Texas Live. Joining us now is Lori, the owner of Cotton Bespoke Embroidery, and she uses her hands to turn memories into heirlooms. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
So first, can you tell me a little bit about your business and how it got started?
Okay, my business is, I like to say that I preserve memories and I keep heirlooms. I started sewing when I was in 3rd grade. My mom was a stay-home mom, and she was, now they call it upcycling or upscaling or whatever. She was doing that to some pants for my brothers, turning pants into shorts. And when she put the needle in my hand, it just something clicked, and I've been sewing ever since. So my business is basically creating t-shirt quilts, baby quilts, memory quilts, just to preserve those memories, because a lot of times when people pass away, or when as a mom whose sons were very athletic and my daughter was in dance and all those things, we had tons of t-shirts. So I just decided to not really just keep donating them, but to turn them into something that they would want to take with them and pass down.
Yes, ma'am. So what motivates your work?
I love, as a librarian by profession, I love the idea of preserving a memory. And I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but just the fact that when a mom sees a shirt that has been turned into a quilt that her son wore or daughter wore when they were in elementary school. Now you're releasing that child into the world. I like being a part of that, just the preservation of that memory, so that you can eventually turn it into an heirloom, where that's a big deal for them to say, hey, I remember this, and they keep passing it down. So yeah, that motivates me to be a part of their memories.
Yes, ma'am. So how do you kind of advertise your business?
Well, word of mouth. I do have a Facebook business page, and I have an Etsy shop. I'm in the processing, because it's really growing, I'm in the process of having a website made, but most of it is word of mouth and then through Facebook.
Yes, ma'am. And so how does your profession of being a librarian kind of, correlate with your business? Well,
it allows me to, I do a lot of the, it's not intensive research, but just knowing, understanding fabrics, and also understanding different time periods. So if somebody is celebrating their 50th birthday, then I will research the time period to kind of put in some retro prints and things of that nature.
Yes, ma'am. And so what kind of separates your company from other similar businesses?
Well, I use quality products. I use, you're not going to find this fabric at a lot of the chains. I use quality materials, and I also design it. I'm not making blankets. I'm not just stitching shirts together. It's actually being designed and unique. Everyone is unique. Every single one is unique to the individual. If I make a quilt or a tote for you, and I don't see, and giving you a quilt, if I don't see a tear, I have failed miserably, because I wanted to solicit the memory. And that's what I think is a big part of the success of the company, even though it's still growing and it's still developing it. It's just the quality product and the attention to detail. Yes, no two are exactly alike.
Tell me a little bit about the tote bags you got here.
Well, these came about because I buy quality fabrics. These were the remnant pieces from all of the quilts that I had made and used as borders and backings. And the fabric was too expensive to just donate. So I decided to make the next best thing that every woman loves. A tote or a purse. So that's what it is. That's how it started. But now I sew them and sell them as a separate line, and it's really starting to. I sell more of these now, it appears, than I do the quilts.
This is a nice fabric.
Yeah,
right here.
I will be selling you one.
And so where can people get more information on your products if they're interested in reaching out to you?
The first step is to go to Facebook Live and follow Clean Cotton Bespoke Embroidery, or go to my personal page, inbox message me, or you can, go to my Etsy shop, and as soon as the website is completed, it will just automatically roll into there. So right now it's Facebook.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us all about it.
It has been a pleasure.
Yes, ma'am. For more information, you can go to the website right here on your screen.